Hey, good afternoon.
Hi everyone, how you doing?
How's everyone doing? Hey. I tried to text back, but I'm not in the chat. But I'm not on the keyboard here. I've got it set up a little differently tonight. But I'll try to talk to people on chat some too. I just want to do it. But it's good to see you folks here. We appreciate it.
Hey Judy, I'll add you after the show. I'll go to Discord and look for you. Cool, thank you. Hi Steve, Polly.
Thanks, Steve, for being here. The only guy. It's like a woman's chat. No.
Mary, if you're still here, hi, and come on back some other time when Melanie's not on. I understand.
She's usually not on right now.
Yeah, well, we're always on Sunday, and we're just not going to change. I mean, I can't, YouTube is 24/7. I mean, I can't be on when nobody else is on.
There's room.
The home place. Where's the home place, Judy? Been gone since 1969. Hey, Steve. Always happy to have you. Glad you can chat today a little bit. On and off, whatever you can do. We're good with it. How's everyone's week been? It's been kind of long here, but nothing, earth-shattering. Just tired. A lot of stuff. Just working, doing. But, just whatever. That's life, so.
Yeah, everyone's tired this week. In all my travels, I think I don't know why. It's been a tiring week for the world, for my world. But we've got good weather, at least 85 degrees and 9-mile-an-hour winds.
I was going to say, I think the weather change has something to do with it because, change of season, people always, your sleep patterns change, your eating patterns change, I think it messes with people, but it's just been busy. I don't know. Everyone just seems busy. Not sure we're getting anything done, but everyone seems busy.
Yeah, Steve's multitasking.
Sports. What sports? Come on.
Oh, there's a lot of sports going on right now.
That's why I'm asking.
Everything's going right now.
I have no idea.
Baseball, football, basketball, it's all happening.
Housework. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I don't know what Steve is into. It's not like he's got it's a red S there, so it's not helping me out. Canada, they do hockey, right?
Hockey. I don't think about hockey. Yeah, work is racing in Mexico. That sounds good.
What kind of racing? Doug likes racing.
Yeah, I do. I've only got a 2-day work week coming up, so I'm working Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm off until next Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to a little time away from work. A little time, that's too much. I won't want to go back.
Yeah. Mexico City. I like the Baja stuff.
Mexico City, it might be Formula or something. I don't know.
I don't like the cars. They're loud.
Loud and sticky.
Well, Dad used to take me to somewhere in Connecticut when I was little. And we always had to get earplugs because it was just so loud.
Formula One. Yep, that's cool. I love that. I did a little circle track racing at grassroots level up in Connecticut.
Judy, good for you.
Super fun. I like the Formula One. I like all racing. Just never get to it now. We've got a couple tracks close, but I don't get to them. They're an hour away. Need to make a trek.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not up to that one.
Yeah.
I'm making a trek. I'm going to see baby donkeys. Oatman, baby donkeys.
We'll do that.
Yeah, next spring. It's, they're all big now. Judy's doing family reunions.
Holy moly, they're always fun.
Polly's dancing the dance. Yeah, exactly, Polly. Because, you take too many days off, he doesn't want to go back. And, he has to go back because he likes to eat. And, one of those things.
We'll see, though. Take it a day at a time and enjoy it. It'll be good. Relaxation watching racing. I get too keyed up watching racing. I don't know if it's relaxing.
Well, Doug used to go to the races in Connecticut. I don't know what were they.
Stock car and drag racing.
Just above, like, smash them up derby races.
Yeah. Call that grassroots races.
Local people that had cars that they could afford to break, apparently. I don't know.
Well, they call them X, but mini stock, below mini stock. So, a little circle track. Anyway, I'm sure most of the ladies here are going to be excited about the circle track. I'm sexist.
Some of them might actually like it. I just don't like the noise.
But, yep.
To-do list. I try not to.
Yeah, it gets bigger. The more you do, the more it grows. This is an anomaly. The to-do list never gets smaller. It's weird. If I did have my bank account, it would be all set.
That would be awesome.
There's always something to do, but it's always feels good to get some things done too. So
I mean, it's not my to-do list. It just is the to-do list, and
you're just the heavy.
Yeah.
Foreman.
I'm the enforcer. I can't reach. You have to do it. I'm short. You're tall. Help me. That's usually where it comes down to.
Oh, yeah.
Or it's too heavy.
It's just things. It's nicer to have help.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes.
When I'm gone. When I'm at work, it's between driving and back, it's 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
I'm gone for 12 easy hours. So during those work days, just not here. When I come home, I'm pretty beat.
Yeah, so he, does most of the running around on Saturday, getting the hay, picking up mail, I don't know, whatever we need at the grocery store. And then, he's home and we do the stuff and the things. So I try to give him Sunday off, but, we got to get stuff done sometime. And Monday he does a lot of appointments, so. I love it, Judy. I love it.
Yeah, Steve, my work will slow down a little bit, but we stay pretty warm out here, and I do commercial work that stays pretty consistent all year round, commercial and termites. So we stay consistent, but it does slow down a little bit. There's extra stuff, and it's nice, and definitely still seasonal. Not as much as in cold weather areas, but
no, but restaurants and hotels and that kind of stuff, they get year-round treatment.
But there's less extra things attacking them, like
right,
ants and bees.
Yeah, there aren't so much emergency services going on.
It definitely is nice to have the winter cycle for me. I've always been that way.
But he still leaves work in the dark and gets home in the dark.
Yeah, because the days are so short already.
So, in some ways, the summer is better because it's really hard to keep him until dark when it's dark at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. So he does get an hour or two after work in the daylight during the summer. So,
yeah, I'll be depressed in December and January. I hate those short days.
Steve knows how to stay happily married.
Yeah, I'll be ready to go back to work after 5 days off.
Oh, man. Yeah, sometimes that is a tough thing, though. Like, for a lot of married people that retire and the kids move out, and it's like, oh, we got to look at each other. Now what? So I have things that'll keep me busy because I have a lot of hobbies, but we're working on getting Doug one or two, so I don't actually have to, disappear him in the desert out here. What are we up to for the rest of the night? What are we up to for the rest of the night, Doug?
I don't know. One of those, I might have to go check out a little area up the road.
Yeah, Doug got a new toy to go on his other toy, what is it, the Second Amendment toy that he has?
We can't talk about it.
And he wants to go see how it works. So we, out here, we can As long as we get away from houses, we can shoot. So
Yeah, this place it's a hole punch. So
other than that, I got to set up all of November's lives so that you guys can actually get notified and keep showing up.
we already groomed the dog, so that's done.
Yeah, empty nester. See, I know you got to find things to do, man. All that stuff that you wanted to do when you were 20 and 30 and couldn't because you were being married and working and having kids, you can do it now. Unless it's like really expensive stuff, but maybe you can. I don't know.
If you can physically do it now.
If you can physically do, yeah, my eyeballs and my little fingers are not so happy with the tiny beadwork anymore, making the jewelry. But I'm not quitting on that. So, but it was a lot easier 10 years ago when I could actually see. I don't know. It's really kind of yucky out today. It's like 83, but it's windy and overcast, and we don't want to play outside.
The wind's just come up. It was nice.
Yeah, well, they said we had a wind advisory for this afternoon. We didn't believe them when it was, 9 o'clock this morning and 3-mile-an-hour winds. It was nice out this morning.
Well,
there you go. Or I can pull up the video if you want.
Well, yeah.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you tell them what I'm doing while I get it up and going here.
All right. Well, we talk too much. We talking about people and how they are and how everyone is today and what you learn, and that's where it came up to things that you learn in kindergarten. You should learn all the stuff early, and it'll take you through life. But people forget it. I don't know. So Ellen has a short video. It's not too long.
2 seconds.
And she's just bringing it up, just talking about, the way people behave or don't behave today in the world. 92. Polly's got 92. Still hot in Texas. Of course, humid. Oh, Polly, no, we're not going to come there. Humidity will not.
I'm telling her that.
We are. Oh, I'm behind you. I'm watching, guys. Oh, all right.
There you go, guys. That's one of our favorites. But I really like what they put at the end. It would be really, really cool if we could just reinstitute, kindergarten tactics in government. I mean, that would help on a lot of levels, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I really like that also. It was, and it all makes sense it's common sense, common decency in the world. And, if everyone does it, or more than people do, the better off it's going to be. I encounter good people every day, but I encounter other people.
I mean, I know we're
that need
kind of
help.
like preaching to the choir here, but I'm hoping other people will eventually start coming and watching these even replays and get something out of it, because we're just trying every day not to be miserable. Yeah, that's pretty much the main goal on the generals.
That's pretty harsh.
Well,
to be miserable. I mean,
to not be miserable, like
not-
to,
yeah.
I mean, like I can get up any particular given day and find 20 things to be unhappy about. I mean,
well, yeah, it's a positive attitude.
but
Back to gratitude.
Yeah.
Positive attitude and gratitude.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like, this most grateful person walking around spewing rainbows and sprinkles, but I do find things to smile about every day. I'm really pretty. I mean, Doug and I were both standing in the window watching the birds this morning. They were really funny. So,
We started with a sunrise.
oh yeah, the sunrise was
Beautiful.
gorgeous
Great
this
stuff
morning,
going on.
pink and purple, and it was really pretty.
You sometimes you get reminded.
See, milk and cookies and napping. Well, see, I think
Napping.
that if it's like a early time of life thing, and and after you're done doing the running around idiot stuff, then we can go back to doing that, and I think that's a good goal.
Well, like Steve said, we did the parent thing. Now, I don't think either one of us has been empty nesters and really sad and empty and not knowing what to do with ourselves. We miss our kids well, all of them, but the ones that aren't near us. One, we only miss him a little bit because he comes here to do laundry
Yeah.
about every week and hang out and maybe eat. But we like that too. He's, but
I mean, my goal having kids was literally to raise them to be people, like their own people.
good people.
And I didn't really want them to stay around forever. And I know growing up that I was really happy to leave home at 16. That was good. I was happy to do that. I didn't want my kids to want to leave home, but I also didn't want them to be like a lot of the kids I see at 35 still living at home. So you got to give them skills. I mean, what if I got hit by a bus and they had nobody and no one ever taught them anything? So, yeah, I don't know. That's why I had kids. That was kind of the
You would
deal.
hope they had clean underwear on, and you did too if you had hit by a bus.
Yeah,
Yeah. But what was that? Grandkids. We don't have them, Steve.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did something good or bad or what's going on. 3 children and no one all well old enough and have been in different relationships, and we don't have grandkids. I kind of wouldn't mind one.
No, our daughter's been together with her guy for like 10 years. I don't
Lord, no.
think that's happening, and they didn't even get married. So, and our oldest son recently broke up with a long-term girl, and our youngest son just actually started dating someone. And she does have a daughter, so maybe we can get a teenager. I don't know.
Yeah, those.
Keeping you young. Well, good for you. Can you share? Y'all got all these grandkids. I think you're just being selfish. You gotta send me one.
Oh,
Like I'm Rumpelstiltskin, right?
still skinny.
Yeah, he wanted the kids and he'd trade them for, gold and
Is that
stuff.
one of those bad fairy tales?
Yeah, it's one of those bad fairy tales.
I
Yeah.
thought they were nice.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't mind having grandkids, I think they'd have fun playing on the farm, We were kind of hoping that would happen. It was kind of part of the original, our plan when we moved here, that we could retire and the kids would come because the Grand Canyon's here and they could drop off the grandkids and go play in Vegas and we could spoil them. But I guess I forgot to fill them in on their part. I don't know.
People having kids now. put them to work.
Steve's gonna say, well, that's cool. You know, it's a good place. They do, well, what was that? One of those tough love programs where they send them to a ranch to actually teach kids to get off their butts and do anything with their hands.
Oh man, I won't use their name, but there's a family. They're some of the folks that do some of the hay for us. I go to do service at their house, and there's these 3 young fellas there, different ages, and the mother gives me the one middle boy and says, I was there to spray for the first time. She goes, take him with you. If you need anything done, you have him do it. She's like, they farmed him out. Go with him and do what he wants.
They're kind of almost Amish in the way they live.
They are kind of, and they are very, very respectful kids and very good kids. Anyway, I enjoy other people's kids fine.
Homeschooled. I wish
they are homeschooled.
Melissa
also.
was here. She's a homeschooler.
They are homeschooled, but the guy comes by and he goes, anyway. Yeah, Polly, I'm not unfulfilled. I have the donkeys and horses and the one dog and my wife to keep me happy. With the parrots, no.
They keep you company, though.
The birds, no. They taste like chicken, I think. So, no, they're all right. But yeah, we're pretty full of life. Just,
See, Polly's just showing off.
What?
Look at her. 14 grandkids, 10 great-grandkids.
Holy moly, what was she doing?
I don't need to know.
They all
that ain't none of my business. Yeah, 94. Yeah, I'm sorry, Judy.
What?
Judy said her kid left for college in 94 and her husband passed in 14.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah.
It's not
I
good.
know.
It is life.
Too many friends. They retire and then, one of them passed like within a year or two. And it's like, that was not the plan. That's, part of what we're saying about living every day, even though, we don't get it done either. What do we got planned today? Yeah, okay, because we got it all together,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, too much of life goes by with us all just thinking about something we're going to do eventually someday. And I've got like 6 projects. I was looking around the house today. I'm like, well, Ellen, are you going to do these or are you just going to just keep cluttering up every countertop? Because I have a macrame project partially started for a repotting of my giant spider plant that I'm, I start things and I don't finish them and it just makes a mess and, So I got to get my butt together. So maybe when he's out playing with his Second Amendment toy, I'll play with some macrame and make some hangers for my new spider plant containers.
I was not thinking about those projects you haven't done.
No, probably not. Except when they're in your way.
All
when
over
you're
the place.
I know.
No, it's
Yeah,
no,
we're mostly well. Doug, I don't know. We were working on him. Although you seem to be doing better, so a little better,
Physically?
Yeah.
So,
Mentally, we're not good.
Yeah, no, that's lost cause, but I
we went over the deep end a long time ago, y'all.
Trying to stay healthy. It's getting to be a full-time job. I know. Like someone else is here from Canada. Susie.
Hello, Susie. Welcome in. There you go, Steve. Got you someone from Canada. Steve's in Canada. 2 sons, 2 daughters, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 2 sons. Wait, 2 daughters, 2 sons, and 2 son-in-laws. Is that right?
Yeah. Is it weird that I seem to see a lot of people from Canada online in all my travels? All the things we go to,
No.
It's just weird.
I mean, Canada's like USA Light, so. I'm sorry, that was rude. I don't know. I mean, I don't think about it because growing up in Maine, we always dealt with a lot of Canadian people, and they're just,
But it's just weird that all the people, some of the folks that we watch on podcasts,
Yeah, we do watch a lot of Canadian
folks.
I don't know.
And then they say, well, we're not from the States. And I'm like, oh, you're like a foreign country. It doesn't seem like it. Because, we could leave in the afternoon and drive to Canada and buy beer in high school because drinking age was 16 and then drive back to Maine. And,
Hi, Chris.
we're pretty close. That's you. I thought I was thinking something. Now it's gone out of my head. Sorry, I'm just like, the little things like trying not to work yourself to death. My aunt was aunt. She's aunt.
Not
She retired and she passed away right before her personal security check got there. And so she never, she worked and that's it. So I worry. I don't want to be that way. So we'll just slow down and enjoy it. We're all right. We're not rich. We're not poor. We're making it. We just got to hold on. And, oh my goodness, who's this?
Chris, yeah. Yeah, I've been hockey. I've been Maine hockey. They did a lot of hockey there because it's cold and it's ice, so we did ice hockey. And so Maine and Canada, and, that's the only reason I know anything about hockey. So I'd go play the college football
Maine
games.
Black Bears, the University of Maine college games. I played hockey in some sound.
Which one of our kids played hockey? Someone got hit in the shin really bad. I don't remember which one that was. Ben. It must have been Ben.
Anyway, let me see.
Yeah, you guys got any questions or topics or anything you want to talk about? Oh, there you go, Steve. You must have missed it. We got Canadian people in the house for you. Susie's from Canada.
Loving Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I miss? Little maple sugar candy that looks like a maple leaf. Remember those? Oh my God. Pure maple sugar.
They're so good.
You don't see those down here, do you?
No, you don't. And then I think they said that, I think that there wasn't a couple of good years. There was a couple of good years where SAP wasn't producing well. And then they said they had, remember that show we watched where they were stealing maple syrup from Canada?
Yeah, they were smuggling the maple syrup from Canada. You never knew that was big business, huh?
I know. But yeah, that was a weird show. What else were they smuggling? Weird stuff that you wouldn't. Oh, because it was all about food.
Yeah, smuggling food products.
Yeah, exclusive. The golden kiwis. That was another one. I never even heard of them. Golden kiwis.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we just wanted to come on, say hi, see what's going on. Remind people of kindergarten lessons, and I posted a link at the beginning that has it. You guys could actually, if you want to give it to your grandkids, because guess what? They don't teach this stuff in school anymore. It's up to us to keep the younger generations educated. Yeah, this is one. It's a PDF. You can actually print it out if you want. That one's been around for I don't know how long. Forever. Yeah, cold winter. I was growing up in Connecticut. There was a maple farmer that lived right down the road from us, and he had the sugar shack, and I was friends with his daughter, so we used to go on the wagons and go collect the buckets off the trees, and then we'd bring them back and pour them into the big, hot, boiling, whatever that thing was called, big giant cement pot, and we get the maple sugar candy as our repayment. Good to know, Steve. None of my business. Thank you very much, though. Y'all welcome.
No turkeys or hams for Thanksgiving. Is there? Did you see that?
No.
Is that a shortage here because the turkeys
I didn't hear that one.
Coming from China, Chinese turkeys? I thought they were here.
I don't know. Hams aren't for Thanksgiving. Those are for Christmas. And roast beef is for New Year's. And you can tell me I'm wrong, but that's how it works in my house. You
my mind.
You can have lasagna for New Year's. That one's acceptable too. But actually, for Christmas, we usually do Chinese takeout. So
well, we used to.
We gotta have a Chinese restaurant here that cooks something. It'd be cool. Huh. I don't know, Polly. I haven't heard anything about it, but wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if they tell you that now, that means they can charge you an arm and a leg when you actually do find them in the store. That's because y'all be in Canada.
He's got all the turkeys up north.
There you go, Polly. The Canadians ate them all.
Yeah.
What's for dinner? Hey, Doug, what's for dinner tonight? Oh, we decided already, didn't we?
No.
We're going to make some kind of pasta with cranberry apple sausages cut up instead of like hamburger or something, and some, red sauce, that kind of thing. Cheese, lots of cheese.
Yeah, always cheese.
Maybe some bread. We got those rolls too.
It's the time. It's not. Yeah, we
No,
have to think about it. Then,
not even 3:00 here yet, so
I'm hungry now. Thanks.
Wild turkeys. Oh, we had turkeys in Connecticut. Drove me insane.
Oh, remember? Did you hit one with the? Did you?
I didn't hit it. I stopped in the road and it flew
right into the windshield.
The windshield of the Land Rover and scratched the whole hood.
Yep. You attacked it.
I didn't. I stopped because there was a big giant turkey in the road, so I stopped.
No, I forgot.
And then he turned around, looked at me, fanned his tail, and ran at me and flew. And turkeys don't fly too good. Takes him a while to get off the ground, and he missed. Scraped the whole hood of the Land Rover, and he scraped. I don't know. We had like a coating or something on the windshield. Yeah, he messed it all up.
I forgot we had the turkeys in East Town.
Oh yeah, turkeys. Oh, it wasn't funny. Next time I didn't worry about stopping. They do less damage if you run them over. Deer, you should stop for the deer. They break things. Cheese, see, Steve, that's the only reason to eat spaghetti is cheese.
Here's cows. We had a whole herd of cows here.
You're going to steal my story. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No,
tell me. You go better than me. Do it. You didn't. I just thought of it. Because thinking about the wild, we don't have a lot of wild animals, but the cows, and they get hit by cars a lot.
Yeah.
They're not bright.
And we got a little herd of mamas and babies been coming for a while. And we have one, she's real young, I'm not a cattle herder, but yeah, I wouldn't have bred her, but she probably wasn't bred. She just turned loose out here. Yeah. So the baby's kind of small. She's small. She doesn't look like she has a lot of milk. The baby doesn't look very healthy. And yeah, we're not supposed to feed them, yada, yada. But they were all hanging here yesterday because Doug came home with hay. And so we went out there and cleaned out the back of the truck and left it in the driveway so they could clean it up. Then they all decided they were going to lay down in the driveway and take a nap under the tree. So we had 6, 8 cow out there laying around. They're cute though,
You got to feel bad for them. It hasn't rained in a long time and they need water, but the cattle, ranchers, they have water stations, so that's how they move them in the open range here. So we can't give them food or water, or they'll stay here forever.
Yeah. I feel really bad, but if we do, then they become destructive because they think this is their place that they can do that at, and you just can't encourage it. But it's what I don't like about open range. It makes you feel like a bad human being while you're watching these animals suffer that don't belong to you. And if they were wild animals, I'd probably give them water because they wouldn't stay forever. They just pass through. Yeah, Easter. Ham for Easter.
Yeah, Polly's got a chance of a 20-pounder.
Yes, I know.
That'll take you a couple days.
I am aware of the turkey. There was a discussion about how the freezer had to be cleaned to fit it in. Yeah, let's not bring up the turkey.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go shopping to get a bigger one for us.
Yeah, Steve, I just the cows, man, and the dogs. Oh, I'm being locked out of Facebook. I don't have access to our local page. Doug saw an article. You tell him, because oof.
What?
The lady and the dog.
I saw it on our local Facebook. We have this. I think we talked last week about this pack of wild dogs that just people. I don't know if they just turned them loose or they just go out and people don't care. They let them out. But some lady got bit up pretty good. Bit her arm up really badly. I don't know how.
May have lost her.
May have lost it. And by this 20 dogs or a dozen dogs, and about 4 or 5 of them were dobies and unclipped and everything. And they all looks. The animal control got, I think, 7. They captured 7 and took them away.
That probably wasn't the whole pack.
No, but out here they'll be shot now. People will just shoot them, and so you can't let your dog go anywhere from the house.
No,
people just start shooting dogs now. I
mean, they're attacking people. This is like half a mile from our house.
Oh, yeah, 21st Street. Yeah.
So but this is what happened. 3-4 years ago when they had to shoot the pack that was attacking the kids at the bus stop. So it's just so out of control. I really wish we could get one of those rescue groups you see everywhere, except here in this town, because this town needs it more than any town I have ever seen.
Yeah, Kingman's not too good either.
I mean, Hartford, Connecticut sucks, but wow, this place has got it beat. This place has got Phoenix beat. It's got Dallas beat. You pick a big city. Dolan Springs with 3,000 people. The dogs here, I mean, I wouldn't even want to open a shelter because they've been turned loose, and that's why they pack up. And they just really are very, very hard to rehabilitate at that point. Yeah, I haven't done a big Thanksgiving, any big holiday since when?
Yeah, a long time. Wow.
Been years. I mean, I've tried inviting people over, they don't come. It's like, for me and Doug and Adam, he stops in after work. I don't really need to bake a lot of stuff for days like I used to do.
Yeah, it's since we've been here, it hasn't been, because we moved far from most family.
What'd they do with the rats? Do I want to know?
Did they? I don't know what they did with the rat.
No,
but yeah, Polly, it's sad because these are decent. They're dogs.
These are somebody's pets, and we have this lady that was a hoarder. She's been arrested in several different states. She just keeps moving. And, she gets dogs and she just lets them breed and, gets way at. Last time they busted her, I think she had 50 dogs and a lot of them escaped. And that's probably part of the pack that they just took care of. And, it just gets out of control, and it's not the dog's fault. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. We don't know what they did, Chris.
Yeah, what'd they do with the rats?
I don't know.
I see videos in Australia where they're just.
If it's poison, you got to be careful out here because the desert ecosystem, you don't really want to mess with it either. You got to be careful. So.
They just have dog events with dogs just eat rats in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, people just need to be a little bit more responsible and take care of business.
I mean, yeah, that's. I would like to start.
You got all the emojis. I don't get those.
You don't get.
Probably StreamYard doesn't support them.
Oh yeah, because you're on the main thing I'm watching.
I got all the controls here.
Yeah, it was how long ago we saw that? But we saw the pack running down a couple streets down there down Lost Mine.
Yeah,
we were right here. And
this is part of the problem that us taking the horses out. We're not worried about them running off. We're worried about getting attacked by a pack of dogs, or Coyotes, I don't think would mess with them so much.
No,
They're more
no.
solitary, and if they see two big horses, they're not going to come. The cattle, you got to be careful what time of year you're out, because they might decide that your horse is a threat, like one of the bulls, and you don't, or even the moms of the babies, but they tend to be more happy with the horses. That's why they're sleeping here, because they feel safe sleeping here by the baby, with their babies, especially if there's packs of dogs up the road. They probably didn't want their babies up there. I didn't even think about that,
Yep, they all bed down behind us, down behind the paddock, behind the horses. So.
Yeah.
And the donkeys too. They like,
Yeah. So, and if nothing else, that's an alert system for them,
It is,
so they can actually rest.
Chopper's always on alert.
Yeah, always on alert. But yeah, living in Arizona, we knew some of it because we lived in California, and we had scorpions and tarantulas and weird weather and flooding and wildfires, and we had all that back before we had kids, so we kind of knew what we were getting into, but this is a little bit more desert than we were living in. Yeah, they're not too timid around people here either, Chris. That's why you got to be, like, our neighbor likes to feed them, and then when they start getting really bold and they start taking pot shots at them, it's like, just don't feed them.
Yeah, but overall, I think the coyotes are not nearly as a problem as the dogs.
No.
They are very timid, and they usually split as soon as I see them outside. They're always around. They run up the west side of the house.
Yeah, people do that here too, Judy. The ranchers will take out a dog if they see him chasing a cow, no questions asked. But we've had some that were breaking in, killing people's chickens, killing people's goats, and they didn't make it long out here because, it's the wild, wild west, and people take care of business when they got to.
Back in Maine, if the dog was chasing deer, that dog could be shot.
Yeah, in Maine it was big.
They run deer in Maine when I was a kid, but that's it. The dog would someone shoot that dog because they'll never stop.
Yeah. That's our problem with our dog. She likes to chase rabbits. So, that's the only time she takes off. She sees one in those jackrabbits, boy, they can move, and she takes off, and then she's like, oh, I don't know where it went, and then she disappears for 2 hours. We're working on that. Yeah, just like, bears, yeah. And we grew up in Maine. That was all a thing up there for sure. Raccoons. They were a pest. Possums, and, all of it.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, well, we kind of have. It's kind of cool. I moved a lot as a kid, but once, I married Doug and he was in the Army, we moved coast to coast and north, south, east, west. We really have been different places. It's kind of cool.
What was the river in Laughlin, in Nevada, when we stayed out there for the weekend?
What about it?
What creatures were down by the river? Something. Was it raccoons?
Oh, it was
skunks.
They had skunks, but there was something else.
Like
little ottery things or something, weren't they?
Right on the Colorado River in
Yeah.
Nevada. I can't remember. They were all running down there.
Yeah, raccoons. I love raccoons. They're pests, though. They're so cute.
There was just a picture. Someone had a badger here in town at the back porch. A real badger. They're cool
They're not
critters.
nice.
Wow.
They're not
They
nice.
take care of themselves.
They take care of themselves, yeah. We had raccoons in Connecticut. That was pretty common. We don't see them. What was that thing Adam had with the stripy tail? The Cody or...
Adam?
Yeah, he had a picture of it. It looks kind of like a lemur with a striped tail. He
Oh,
lives here.
was it a ringtail? Ringtail cat?
Yeah.
Big eyes, ringtail cat. Yeah, we trapped some of those at the copper mine recently. Mike trapped a bunch of them, my boss.
Yeah.
Ringtails. I never knew what they were. They're like a half cat, half raccoon, sort of weird
they
looking.
kind of look like a lemur with a stripy tail. They're kind of like a weaselly looking thing. They're
Weasley.
Well, there's a bunch of weaselly, minks and parrots and I don't know, all kinds of things in the weasel family. Otters are in the weasel family.
I don't know if they are.
I think
you're
they
talking
are.
out the backside.
All right, well, I'll look it up when I
bet.
get off.
You better. We want to hear about that. Because I think that...
Oh, yeah, raccoons, man. There's a guy in Connecticut. My parents used to take us to every year. He had this big castle-looking house on a river. And he used to feed the raccoons. And they were pretty friendly. And my parents, I don't know, they were friends with him or whatever, and we would go over there and sit on the back steps, and he'd give us a bowl full of peanuts, and the raccoons would all come up and take them from us. And he got in trouble because they got rabies and whatever. But we used to go. That was fun. But yeah, I don't remember who had a raccoon for a pet. Somebody. But those little hands of theirs, they can open doors. They can get into everything. They're just bad. They're worse than ferrets.
Remember your mother's raccoons, Cookie?
Yeah, my mother's on the porch. Yeah.
She'd be feeding Oreo cookies to the raccoons. They'd come right up. They'd bring the whole families on her porch in Connecticut at the farmhouse. It's like on 100 acres. And then the skunks.
We rented there. We did not own it. I wish.
But the house was pretty demolished. Then Ellen's grandmother was there, and the skunk came up, and she's petting the skunk one night on the back lawn there. It's like, Grandma, come on, that's not a nice kitty. Let's go. She was a little demented.
Yeah, the hummingbirds would come. Everything was tame because just sitting there on the porch, and nobody was bothering them. I mean, the skunks and the cats would eat out of the same dish. It was pretty funny. Chased by a beaver, Doug. Doug loves beavers.
Where I used to go. Where was that beaver pond?
Which one? In Maine, in Connecticut?
Right in Connecticut up the road. And I'm trying to think of where. Right down the road at the end
past
Katie's house.
At the end of exit coming off Route 9
right by
was
our
one
house.
there.
Right by our house.
Well, that was up on
that's where I used to go watch the beaver. He was so cool swimming around. He got used to me watching him. So
yeah, we had a lot of beavers in Maine in the park, and Acadia National Park. And Doug has always loved beaver dams and beavers, and it's just a funny thing.
And Steve, a little while back, yes, thanks for my service. Probably saved my life because I don't know what I would have did if I didn't go in the Army. My best friend went to jail and I went in the Army. So he came out okay, but probably saved me from Lord knows what kind of path I was taking. So I got lucky in the military.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, the traveling was cool, and some of the jobs were okay, some were not. Met a lot of people. I mean, that's the thing too. Not only did we get to live a lot of places, we met a lot of people. Everywhere. Like when we were in Germany, we were dealing with. I mean, because it was Berlin, so it was like
international city.
Coalition almost. So we knew a lot of British people, and they were interesting.
They were.
Navi tea.
I did. I worked at a site with a British Army, British Air Force, American Air Force, and American Army. So, and then the French would come and set up there from time to time because it was the four-party agreement in Berlin at that time. We were all there, and then the Russians would take pictures of us.
Oh yeah, and the Russians, yeah, but they were most of the Russians that we did. Well, I dealt with were nice,
They were cool because we were there when the wall came down, and after that, the Russians were just cool guys.
They gave us back our dog.
Yeah, our dog ran through the new gate. They put a hole in the Berlin Wall, and made a
like a walk-through gate.
And our dog ran over there because she was a German dog, and the East German guards were talking to her in German. She was getting fat. She came. They let her come back from the east.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because we lived the apartment that we were in. It was like a big, I don't know, maybe like an acre's worth of grass behind it. And then there was the wall.
Yeah.
So when they cut that, it was like a walkthrough because people could go back and forth without problems. So they just cut a big chunk out, and they did have some guards there, but I guess it was just in case anyone got into trouble.
Slowly, they were opening it up.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't quite free at that point.
They were letting people go,
but
they were still
the dog didn't need a passport.
Ran right through there.
So we didn't know how that was going to go. That was interesting. Yeah, that was an interesting day. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man. But, yeah. What are you guys doing? I guess most half of you are about ready to eat dinner here, I'm guessing. Around 6 o'clock for you guys. Yeah, lots of history.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to go to Europe, and we went to museums in Berlin. Berlin was a great.
Well, I'll never forget the wooden cop cars.
I won't either.
I mean, that was funny stuff.
That's what Colonel Epkins told me too.
Did your guy win? I don't know who your guy is, but did he win? Hi, Strong Minds. I saw you were going live. I was too, so I'll hit you up later, girlfriend. Strong Minds runs a auction, jewelry auction. Oh, I can't tag her from here. I'll grab you later and add your link. I'm on my StreamYard, so I can't pull you up. No, I'm sorry. I hope you didn't bet on him. Late lunch. Here you go. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just 3 o'clock here, so we're going to let Doug go play with his Second Amendment toy, and I'm going to do, I don't know, something, and then we'll feed everybody and make some sausage spaghetti. Ferrari team won. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Ferraris are pretty.
Now I want to go watch F1 again. I haven't watched Formula racing in a long time.
Sorry, Steve. I'm you know. You and Doug gonna have to private chat on Discord or something. You two go hang out in the garage. Someone at least will listen to you about it.
If I can talk, I can't type.
You can. We have chat rooms. Yeah, on Discord we can actually chat. Like you guys could speak back to us like a Zoom call. It's pretty cool there. But we got to get people to go there to actually talk both ways.
Well, come on over. Steve's coming over for dinner.
All right.
I'm expecting our son to be here Sunday. He'll show up soon, and right about dinner time.
Ooh.
So we'll have plenty. What?
Chris had major surgery on her foot, and she can't walk, and she can't cook,
Feet.
Well,
we need them.
Do you crochet? See, when you can't do something like that, you got to do some kind of little, handy hobby. I was mad when I jumped on Gypsy and she bucked me off, and I fell and landed on my wrist and sprained my wrist, and for 3.5 to 20 years it hurt, and I really had trouble crocheting.
Gypsy is the big donkey. She's almost a mammoth.
My big spotted.
She's fairly large for a donkey. She's no little burro. And I don't think she bucked you off. I think she came up out of the wash we were in and you fell off.
Yeah, whatever.
I wasn't on her.
I didn't do it again, Steve. I just got cocky and I was like, oh well, she'll be nice and let me.
She was quite upset.
Just jump on her while we're out for a walk with no saddle or anything, because I can do that.
Scared the hell out of the poor donkey.
I have a helmet now and a saddle and an actual big enough horse to put my butt on, but they both actually need a trip from the chiropractor. Poor Choppy, he's almost got a little S going on his spine there. They're both older boys, so. But, knowing that those dogs are running around, I really don't want to. We can stay close to home and just kind of ride them on our couple of acres here, and, But I'd like to take him out on the roads where it's a little bit smoother, but I'm kind of worried about doing it.
They're starting to pick the dogs up. I think we'll keep an eye on it.
Well, I'm saying, maybe,
They just got to find them the rest of them.
Yeah, we got to get a chiropractor out here, and, it's just, horses. They're expensive. But we're just happy they're here, and, they're being fed and loved on mostly, so. Well, Chris, it's kind of new to me too. I've had Discord for a while, but I only ever chatted in other people's rooms. So I set this one up, and I will do my best to walk you through it. Doug and I have played with it a little bit just so we could kind of figure out how it works. But yeah, we get some more people. I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 people over there. But we can get, if we can get a few more together, we can have a watch party. We can watch movies. We can watch, Formula One racing. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. It's kind of, you guys can do it too without me even being there. So it's kind of a cool deal once you figure out how to work it all. Yeah, our critters. Yeah, I love my critters. They get on my nerves sometimes, just like kids.
So, Judy,
There you go.
what language was your husband? Because I worked at Field Station Berlin, and we had we had a lot, but
Doug guarded the linguists.
German and Russian linguists there. And I actually went to Defense Language Institute. I had to take tests to go there and thought I was going to be hot and went to learn Russian and flunked out halfway through the Russian course. So they sent me to Fort Ord as punishment, I think, 7th Division. But yeah, I was... introduced to the NSA over there. That's where I got all kinds of top secret clearances, which I knew nothing about.
Yeah, I had trouble getting out of Berlin because of his clearances. Yeah. I had to go through 6 or 8 people to get. We had to go through East Berlin to get anywhere else into Germany. So I think it took 6 months for us to get a pass to actually go to East Berlin and be able to walk around one day. And it wasn't so bad for me and Patrice to get the train to go to Hamburg.
You went to Frankfurt.
To
the zoo and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I went to Hamburg too.
Yeah, after.
Yeah. And we went to Kassel.
Yeah.
So we did travel in Germany a little bit, but not too much.
I couldn't leave the city very easy.
Yeah, it was really hard because of his clearances. So
they would have been sorely sad if the Russians grabbed me because I didn't know anything.
You've been watching my videos, Chris. Yeah, the dogs and the donkeys. When we got Gypsy, we had 2 different dogs, and one was black, and there was a black dog that lived at Gypsy's old farm place that apparently was really, really mean to her. But our black dog was the sweetest dog in the world, and one day he found a baby bunny. I don't know how it got separated, but he just stood really still with only his little tiny tail wagging, and until I came over, and he wouldn't hurt a fly. And he loved Gypsy, and eventually they did become friends. But yeah, Hannah likes to run the fence line with them, and
she barks at them.
Yeah,
and they kick him.
One time, one of the dogs got in, and we didn't think it would be a big deal because they play pretty well with the fence between them. But the donkey got really scared and jumped the fence and got her leg stuck in the fence. And me and Doug and Adam had to cut her out. And yeah, so we try to keep the fence between. But they do play. The brown donkey, Willow, she's young. She's about 5 years old now, I think. And Hannah, and she runs around she loves soda bottles, water bottles, any kind of bottle. And she actually will stick them through the fence, and the same thing with sticks. And her and the donkey will play tug of war and stuff. I can't. I need to set aside some money and buy a new camera so I can go back to making some more critter videos.
Yes.
Because I know people like them, and, I like making them, but I just haven't, I just haven't made that a priority. I've been doing other things. I don't know about that, Steve. We just don't like the craziness of the East Coast. We just wanted to be away from it. We enjoyed living in California when we did live there, so that was the big reason why we came back. We didn't want to go back to California because, it was crazy back in the 80s. It's gotten, I don't even know, it should be a whole separate country. In my opinion, they don't represent most of us. Monterey, there you go. We live in Monterey.
Yeah, check out Judy's husband.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, like the colonel I worked for in Germany could speak Russian.
Oh, come on, man. He didn't even leave you a language you can swear at him in. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
smart guy.
That's a lot of language.
Yes, it is. I'm always jealous of people that can do that. I manage pretty well in German, but German's not all that different from English, so.
Well,
A surfer dog.
I love black dogs. I want another black dog again.
Yeah, maybe eventually. I don't know.
Black lab.
Right now we're oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No black labs. No. No.
Black lab. He could be mixed with Roddy or something. But
No.
he'd be black.
Oh my
I'll
god.
name him Scooby Doo.
No. Hey Steve, can Doug come live with you? He wants a black lab named Scooby Doo. Oh man, where's Maria? She'll let you live with her. She has giant dogs. Yep, Steve says you can go live with him in Canada where it's cold. You and Steve hanging out with a black lab watching racing.
And with heavy socks on.
Heavy sauce.
Sure. Watching in Mexico City.
And cookies. Don't forget cookies.
Warm cookies. We might have to make cookies tonight. I think I have 2 appointments tomorrow, so
Oh,
this is it for me.
no.
I have to go to the doctor's.
Missiles. What was
Nikes.
it? What was it that Tommy used to make? My uncle.
I don't know. It was way long ago. I'm sure those are outdated. He was a missile
Yeah.
manufacturer. Yeah, I mean.
I don't know. He used to. I just remember he had it looked like giant bullets to me that were bookends.
Yeah, he.
I don't
they
know
weren't
what.
real missiles.
No, but those were things that and I don't really know what he did.
He was Department of Defense contractor. I don't know. He had a clearance. You couldn't.
Yeah, he used to get mad because I paint my fingernails on the coffee table, and he was 100% sure I'd spill it on the rug. He's dead now, so unfortunately I can't get any info out of him either. Bring your parka. No. See, Steve, when we moved here, Doug had this really, really nice down coat that my brother gave him from
Polo or something.
was it
Wife worked at
Polo
Polo?
or LL Bean or Timberland or Eddie
Timberland.
Bauer.
No, they worked for all those people.
Yeah, my brother
I
worked
think it was
for
a
all
Polo.
those.
No, the yellow one?
Yeah, the
Polo.
Polo, and he gave it away.
I
before
have
we
coats
moved here.
big enough I can go to Canada with.
Big enough to go to Canada?
Yep, I've got the big
All right.
Mac tool coat. It's pretty heavy duty.
Did
Whatever
not
it
like
is.
Baltimore. Yeah, well, there's not a lot to like about Baltimore.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Scott Hanscom lives there.
Okay.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Oh man, we still have some German and some East German mark, and neither one of those are a currency anymore. I'm hoping eventually, if our kids ever had kids, that they might be worth for something for them. I like the German money. It made sense. It was different sizes. I didn't have to guess what I was using.
What swear word was she using? Oh, man. Because that's the most I can speak as German. Judy says, your dad's swear word. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, it's been weird all over the place. Maine was hot. Maine doesn't get hot. And it was humid. But that was a big part of why we wanted to leave Connecticut, too, was that the humidity was, just weird. I mean, when I grew up, when I was there till I was 10, it wasn't like that. We went back and forth visiting relatives the rest of my life there, and it wasn't like that. But the last few years we lived there, we were hitting 80% humidity. It's like, what is this, I heard that they're not going to be doing the ski slopes in Colorado this year. So that means probably we're going to have a drought next year.
Oh, they're not seeding the clouds up in
Yeah,
Vail?
that's what I heard, yeah. So we're going to be short on water. Polly's not getting any hams. So,
No, they have no
life's going to
water.
be rough for Christmas.
She got
folks.
turkey, though.
Yeah, well, freeze the other half, Polly.
Turkey soup. We got,
Redstone Arsenal.
yeah. Who says that?
Polly. Running around inside the missiles, that's funny. Yeah, my father used to make the subs. The what are they? Not the tridents, right?
I don't know what he was boomer.
Before that,
The old ones. He worked on the old subs. I mean, because it was years ago.
Tridents.
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I
He
can
worked
remember
at the sub base in Connecticut, and he used to weld things on submarines. I don't know. Yeah, I do miss that. Chris, where she's at, it's like southern Maine leaves, you know, like she's got like that right temperature to get the colors.
I don't know if we're looking in Colorado to buy. We found a great property. We just have to find the right property.
Southern Colorado.
Yeah.
Lot less snow than what most people think of for Colorado. We were not looking in the snow
We're
belt.
looking in the big mountains.
And that was one of our biggest concerns was snow.
And cold.
And cold. We don't want to be cold. We're too old.
We don't want to be hot either.
No.
No. Not hot, not cold.
You know, we just need to build a bubble house that we just keep, regulated. I would love to do that. Some people do that. I think in Scandinavia, this lady built a house, and then she built a giant greenhouse around her house.
Oh, I saw that.
And then, so she could grow food year round, but it also kept her house warm because it were really cold where she lived. That worked for Canada.
See, it was 90s and humid this summer.
Well, that's not normal.
Roast like a Flinders peanut in there.
Well, you open the windows and let the air out, man. Oh, Polly, yeah, she knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. She traveled a lot and lived with a lot of creepy things. Like those snakes and big giant spiders and flying things. Ugh. I couldn't do it. Too funny.
She said, probably you spent time in Panama or Central or South America, right? You were down there for a bit.
We've never been there.
No.
Never even on a vacation. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to go there. Emma went to Costa Rica. It was beautiful.
Yeah. She sent us cool pictures. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you guys, a few of you here. I was talking earlier about doing a Zoom on doing some canning. I don't know how to do it, but Louise and Blessed Mama, they are both good at that. And Polly, I don't even know if I told you yet. I'm pretty sure you know how to do some of that stuff. But we're going to pick a time that they can get together and teach us. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll post it probably in my community tab as a Zoom, and it'll be free. And, the first, I think 30 or 40 people that click the link will get in. That's what I can do free. I'm not buying the program, so. Or we can just all go to Discord where it's free and unlimited and talk all day long.
That's an idea.
Yeah, I keep trying to tell them that, but they won't sign up.
It's because it's new and strange.
I know.
But
the link is pinned at the top. Pin comment at the top or under every live video. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Tap the bell.
Yeah, I'm losing it. Don't mind me. Panama. Hallmark Channel movies made in Colorado, Maine, and British Columbia. Yeah, that would, probably some in Washington State too, because Washington State is kind of like Maine with the ocean on the wrong side. I mean, pretty similar.
The snow for the Christmas music, though. I think a Hallmark is Christmas.
Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All those movies.
But Washington.
I wonder where they are. Yeah, they're always.
And I'd like some of the big horseback. Probably more British Columbia than what I was thinking. Like Montana or somewhere up there where they got a lot of big open flat spots with mountains in the background.
I don't know what British Columbia is like. I've never been there. I'm pretty sure it's a lot like that. You just change colors in the map.
Cool, Judy. Send me a friend request and then I can send you a link, or just click on the link at the bottom. I think it's one of the last links under my video. You click the more button and scroll down, and it has a little Discord button, and you just click that and it should take you to my channel, or send me a friend request and I'll send you an invite. Hey, Polly figured it out. She's on there. Blessed Mama's on there. Linda's on there, but I don't know what Linda's name is on here. Canning, yeah. See, that's, I was saying I wouldn't mind learning. I'm not ready to do it yet, but I'll be happy to host it and let other people tell people how to do it. I got no problem with that. Cool, Judy. I'll check after I get off here. Jars, but not cans. Yeah, she was talking about doing, I don't know, some kind of a boil method and some kind of a pressure cooker. And she also does freeze-dried. So, the only thing I've really ever done is I have a little dehydrator. And I used to make the kids, dehydrated fruit or whatever. But, things are getting a little crazy. So maybe it wouldn't hurt to learn a new skill. Mountains, yeah. Very cold. Yeah, no thank you. See, I like pictures. Mountains and views in British Columbia.
Yeah, I bet. I can imagine.
But yeah, no, Chris, I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be when they can do it. 'Cause I don't know anything about it. I got the Zoom app thingy, and I'll just figure out how to, I don't know, give you a code or whatever it is they want to do. And I just know I can do 30 people for 40 minutes free. That's all I know about it. But we'll figure it out.
Yep. We should probably wrap this up and let these people go eat.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now. It's only 3:30.
All right, maybe we'll let you have a little snack. Just a little one. Yeah, Woody's laughing at you. Yeah, my mother used to make pickles. She didn't pressure cook, though. She boiled. Somehow then they used to live upside down in my closet for a year. Remember that? The pickles in my bottom of my closet.
I don't think I looked at the bottom of your closet.
Too funny. All right, well, you guys go find something fun to do or relaxing to do or useful to do. I don't know. What do y'all need to do? Well, I don't know. It could be fun to get something useful done, to get it off your plate so tomorrow morning you don't have to wake up knowing you still have to do it. Right? What do you think that's funny? That's the macaw laughing. What are you doing, Woodstock? What are you doing? You being a bad bird? All right, everybody. We're going to head out. You guys go enjoy the rest of what you got going on for the day. And hopefully I'll see a bunch of you on Tuesday. I'll be back. I'm thinking maybe numerology. Who wants to know their numbers? All right. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank y'all. Thank you for coming by.
As always, sending much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Have a good one.